What the hell happened in 2024? Gas prices weren't the biggest oil crisis. The Democrats pulled the Disney and tried to recast the president. And the Hot Tour girl gave us two methods of going down. Before we go any further, look, everyone is getting roasted in this video. If you can't take a joke, pardon me, admit defeat, cover your ears, because it's either all funny or none of it's funny. The runtime of this video will be tighter than Dan Schneider's grip during the Amanda Show. The world was left with shock and disgust when Quiet on Set exposed Dan Schneider's creepy behavior and systemic failures to protect child actors. His show, Drake and Josh, taught us to fear Meghan, and while his crew was fearing Meghan's law. I thought 2024 was bad, but P. Diddy said hold the baby oil. Arrested from everything from assault to racketeering, he also threw something called a freak off, and whatever that is, I don't know. It did this to LeBron James, which this is the second worst thing LeBron has ever done. Diddy's in jail, where Hot Tua isn't just a meme, but a survival strategy. Let's talk about the election. Biden's re-election campaign collapsed like a Baltimore bridge. The first Biden-Trump debate, that was a disaster for Biden. That went as smooth as a United Healthcare CEO taking a jog. By July, Biden dropped out of the re-election, which was the only time Republicans were ever happy that something was terminated in the 7th month. Kamala stepped up and Biden disappeared faster than breakdancing at the Olympics, which is, by the way, how Biden looks when he falls. And where's Biden right now? Currently, he's more useless than a VR set on Stevie Wonder's head. And despite the odds faced, Trump won the election after surviving a presidential pew-pew and after being found guilty of 34 felonies by a jury of his own peers, which I assume was Ghislaine Maxwell, Bill Clinton, Chris Tucker, Kevin Spacey, and the rest of the Epstein gang. In this crazy world, we need escapism, which is why we run to movies, TV, streaming shows. The Oscars remind us of the glorious 2023 films like Oppenheimer, Barbie, and a movie called The Anatomy of the Fall, which is surprisingly not about Liam Payne. The best actor went to Cillian Murphy for Oppenheimer, but honestly, I think it should have went to Leo DiCaprio because he had me convinced that he was in love with someone over the age of 25. Films in 2023 were done more sensitively than in 2024. For example, Oppenheimer refrained from showing a violent bombing, while DC and Sony showed a bunch of violent bombings. 2024 was filled with so many bizarre moments like this one.
Z has a whole language. I didn't know what slay or mother.
Oh, come on. I didn't even say anything yet. Earlier this year, Biden signed the TikTok ban to make the internet safer, which he can't even make a bike safer. This year was the Jake Paul-Mike Tyson fight, which Jake Paul won by decision 2-1. But no one was more disappointed than Logan Paul because no one died for him to take a selfie with. And you may remember this.
Mattel mistakenly printed the URL of an adult entertainment site.
I think it's absolutely disgusting that you would have that in a kid's store and you do that. Which way to the toy aisle? Instead of taking users to movie content, the QR code sent them somewhere else. Something called Step Wizards of Oz. No, stop, Step Wizard. Mom might see us. The Olympics. U.S. did very well, but didn't medal in Olympic shooting, mainly because the targets were not wearing backpacks. Jojo Siwa took over the internet with videos like this. Just when you thought something worse couldn't happen to a New York building. The Dodgers-Yankee rivalry was one of the biggest in sports this year, bigger than OJ and cancer. It was another popular year for Taylor Swift, but not everyone was happy. Courtney Love slammed her, saying that she's not that interesting. Which, to be fair, that makes sense. I mean, Taylor never had anything to do with Kurt Cobain's death. Now, before I go, I'm going to make you feel really old, because here are a bunch of major age milestones in 2024. Christian Bale turned 50, ScarJo turned 40, Justin Bieber turned 30, Millie Bobby Brown turned 20, making her the only person that's 11 that Drake can legally That's it for 2024. 2025, be kind, like and subscribe, and enjoy all my specials here on my channels. Happy New Year's.